107's back in again. We're going to replace the water pump. It's got noisy, broke the belt, so we're going to change it over. If you can remember a few weeks ago, those that follow the channel, it was a bit noisy and I adjusted it up slightly.
Yeah, listen to that.
And it got rid of the noise. Looking back now in hindsight, it was the bearings failing in the water pump. So yeah, let's get it changed over. The bits we've got going on today, we've got the water pump, that's your part number, and we've got a the rib belt, which is this one's got the air conditioning on it, so the belt is a 6pk-1208. So here's what we get. Get a new seal, some new bolts, and the pump itself, which comes complete with the pulley assembly. So yeah, don't look too bad. Nice job. Let's get it in the air.
As you can see from the top here, there's not a lot of room at all to get at anything. There's no accessibility really to the water pump. We've got to do all of that from underneath. The belt adjuster is on the front, but you just can't get at anything from the top. So let's make our way downstairs.
So to make life a lot easier, we need to get this wheel liner out the way, because the water pump's sat behind here. So we're going to whip this liner out. It's all one piece. Yeah, a bit of palaver. Anyway, a few 10mm bolts, a few clips. Let's get it out of the way.
So we make our way around this wheel liner, just popping these clips out. Some of these clips have been out before and they've got various different ones in there. Some just pull out, this one's just prizes out with a screwdriver. Then you've got your 10mm bolts, and this one's just a Phillips cross-headed screw going into a plastic retainer at the back. Just work your way around though, popping them out. Another one there. These ones, you pull the little tab out in the middle and then the outer clip pulls out. They're the original clips, so they should be pretty standard on most of the cars. They can be really tight because obviously where this is positioned, it gets all the grime, the dirt from the wheel as it's rotating, gets in behind the clip, and they can be really tricky to get out. Sometimes you'll break one, but no great shakes.
Can be a little bit fiddly, these clips. You pull the centre out and it releases the claw at the back. So when you pop the centre through, when they get a bit of muck and mud stuck in them though, they're a bit tight. As you can see, when you pull that out through there like that, then these bits become soft so they can pull through. Yeah, so just keep popping these clips out as you go along. On that. Oh, that's tight. Oh, it's really tight. On that. Two. Are we there? Oh, there's another one. There's another one. And with that gone, you can now see, and there's the dreaded water pump just up here, and what we've got there is playing it. I'll try and get a better shot of that. And also you can hear how ropey it is. Sounds awful. We can check these other ones. That's sweet as a nut. And the alternator. It's beautiful. Look at that. Horrid. Okay, let's get it changed. So we've got 5 bolts holding it on. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you can see, when that sits in there, it's like that, and there's your bolts that we've got to get out. 12mm socket. There's one. Two. Oh, just change that over to a deep one rather than the extension. Just give me a bit more room. That's better. That's 3, another short one. And just there. Okay, that's another one. And last one at the top. Another long one. So when they're all out, we're going to get a bit of fluid coming out when we pull this away. This is all nice and loose now. It's coming. Here comes the fluid. I've got my tray down to catch it. I'll get the bowl in as well, so I don't splash too much. I don't feel like having a bath just yet. Of course, you could drain the system down, but I don't mind just doing it like this. Yeah, that didn't take long, did it? And I can just pull it away now. There we go. There's the offending article. Not a lot to it really, is there? Look, just a bearing on a plate with a rotor. The beauty of this Toyota design, they use the inset rubber seal into this aluminium casting. It's just a beautiful, beautiful design. In our box we've got a new gasket there, which we can pop in. Make sure that seat's nicer. You see it's that way around, it's got that small shape in it there just to fit that way, so it is sided. Let's just pop that old one out. There it comes. Get that one out of the way. There we go. And we'll just check the face for any corrosion or any debris that's going to cause us not to seal properly. Little wipe round. I've got the new one. We've got that locator at the bottom as well, which just helps us out with where it's all going to sit. And just feed that round, pushing it in. There we go. There you go, look, beautiful. Now this new one, as you can see, this new one is made of a cast chassis. The old one was a plate, and there's a difference in the thickness. So that is why with the new one we get a new bag of bolts. So we've got to make sure we use these because they're obviously going to be a slightly different length to the old ones. With these new ones as well, they've got the locker, so we don't need to put the washers on. Okay, let's go with it. So we get that up to there, get it in place. So we've got long one, short one, long one. Oh. There is it? It's there somewhere. Long one. And then a short one. Okay. We'll just that up. Just nip it up once and then. Oh, these ones are bigger. They're going to European. They're going European. These ones are 13. And Japanese are always 12 and 14. And then the Europeans come along and put a 13mm in there. Oh, we'll get a long one. nip, 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 there we go, nip, there we go. Just go around them all once more, just give them one, yeah, 1, 2, 3, oh, 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that now, sweet as a nut, beautiful. A white round, get rid of that residue. So now we've just got to do the adjustment on the alternator. As you can see, the threaded bar adjuster there, and we've got the pinch bolt just there. Focus, there it is, look. The pinch bolt just there, and then the one at the top just to swing it on that one there. So we'll crack that 14mm, and then it's a 12mm and the 12mm adjuster. Okay, so the bar's going in. The bar, and just crack that off, hoisting it off slightly. Okay, that's that one done. Oops, easy. Oh dear, knocking you over. Crack that one off. That's now loose, and now the adjuster should swing that up. I need to.
You can see if I just come in from the top and slacken off that adjuster, we just get on it, a little bit fiddly. You can get at it with a normal ratchet if you want. There we go.
So here we go, let's get this belt on. So what we do, we go around all of that like that, and then round that like that. Okay, so as you can see, we've got crankshaft round the alternator, round the water pump, round the air conditioning compressor, and then back to the crank. And then we can adjust that up now.
So back up on top, get that ratchet on the adjuster and just wind it up. Just checking the tension on the belt as we go, taking out the slack. And we're looking for a quarter turn twist on the belt. So I'll keep winding it up until it's about right, then I'll check it again from the bottom.
So the belt's on, and we're looking at that quarter turn twist, and that's just right. Look, nice tight quarter turn twist, tension should be good. Now we can do adjusting bolts back up again. So the 12mm. Try not to keep knocking the camera when I'm doing it up. So that's the adjuster bolt locked up nicely. Yep. And we'll do the top 14mm.
I've seen some fumbling around in my time, but this chap, oh my goodness me, he's like an old woman. Come on, get your socket on the right bit and, oh, look at him, like, what are you doing? Blaming the camera. I think you've been on the beer. Come on, son, put some hair around it. Oh my goodness me. It's a bit embarrassing, this is, to be honest.
That's up nice and tight. Yeah, beautiful. Right then, let's get this wheel liner back in again.
So I just want to show you this. It is possible to get this belt on the wrong way. So in this one here, I forced the belt in there. It's tight, but it does go. And what you find here is that when you pull it all together, the alternator will squeal, because if you see the belt route and it's not wrapping right around the alternator pulley. So it is possible to get it wrong, so make sure you check and put it on the right way. And then it's back in with this wheel liner, so just fiddle it back into its position, pop the push clips back in again, and then we're ready to put the 10mm bolts back in.
So what we've got here is this one to fill the cooling system. So we pop that off the top there. This one here where it says coolant is a overflow tank. When the level, if it should ever drop in here, it causes a vacuum and draws the fluid up from this expansion tank into the radiator. So we'll just pop that lid off there. So we're going to fill this one up and then we'll just make sure the level on this one is okay. Okay, so here we have antifreeze, pink stuff. Make sure it's not blue. We do not want the blue stuff, we want the pink stuff. And let's get that in. Whee! Carried away. Slowly, slowly. Bingo. give the hose a little prod, and that level should just drop down enough to get the filler cap back on again. We'll just start it up at that, make sure it's all circulating. So the top up tank is this one here, and there's a line on the side of it. You can just see it there, and that's where we're aiming to get the coolant up to that line. So then we top the fluid in. Here it comes, just creeping up. Just wants a little bit more. Just finish off a bit of water. And there we go, look, up to that line there. Beautiful. Perfect. Put the lid back on. Job done. So we've run it for a little bit, let it cool down. There's no pressure in the pipe, so it's safe to take the lid off. We'll just pop that off. Just drop slightly. And we can just finish off with a bit of neat water. On this system it holds about 3 litres, so as long as you've got 1.5 litres of antifreeze in there, you can finish the rest off with water. And there it is, look. So that's lovely. Put that back down. All good. That tank's still where it was before, so we're happy. So there we have it. 107's got a new water pump. Antifreeze is all topped up and changed. Good as gold. If that's been of any use, drop me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. Thanks for watching.